Subsidised antigen testing. How much is that going to cost the state?
So the government has to agree a plan yet, which we will be doing very shortly, regarding subsidised antigen testing and its availability. What I want to see and what we're trying to work on is for those for whom cost might be a very high barrier to making regular use of antigen testing. We're trying to see, is there a way we can help with that cost?
Is there an argument to make them free?
I, at this point, wouldn't support making them free. What is the case at the moment is the HSE make them free anyway to those who need them on medical grounds. Many employers make the decision to make them available free. Given that they're free already through the HSE for those who do need them, they will be made available free, for example, by the HSE for particular cases that could happen in a school. So in those medical circumstances, they will be made available free. I'm not sure there's a rationale for making them free in all circumstances, though. Because there is ultimately a cost involved in doing this. And actually, the money that a government has, a government doesn't have any money of its own. The only money a government has is the money that we either collect in taxes, which is the money of your listeners, or money that we borrow, which your listeners will be paying for tomorrow. And I think I have to be aware of that in decisions we make. What I want to do, which is what we are doing, is in those circumstances where they are needed for clearly defined medical reasons and public health reasons, in those circumstances they're available free.
But in the context of how much the pandemic has cost the state and consequently, as you put it, cost the taxpayer, cost citizens of this country, making antigen tests free would be a drop in the ocean.
But what I think we should do is in those circumstances in which there's a high public health need for them being made available free, we do that. And that is what is happening. There are many people at the moment who are in a position to buy an antigen test. I'm not sure there's a case why we should use their money to make it free to them if they're already being purchased in large numbers.
Look, you and I are in well-paid jobs, let's be honest about it. We could afford to get an antigen test for ourselves and our family if that was the recommendation. There'll be people listening who can't. We're all going to get subsidised antigen tests, though.
Well, if the government makes a decision to go ahead with some plan to reduce the cost of them overall, that is correct. But there's two elements in the decision we need to make. The first one will be what will be the level of subsidy and what ultimately will the cost be of it. And as you rightly acknowledge, Kieran, that will have to be weighed up against the preventative benefit of making them available. And secondly, then making sure we have the supply available of these tests to meet the demand that could be there.